just turned blue. Don't act like I.
No, I was telling you that it turned. I wasn't saying that you should know. Hey, what? I was just telling you that it turned blue. That was all.
But look at our beautiful background.
Yeah, welcome. So we made a decision like at the very end of the last stream, after we stopped streaming, because we were like, we're on this computer, yeah, and like there are all these settings where I liked it to be one way and Jesse liked it to be another. So we thought, like, why don't we just create another user, and then we'll just use that user for streaming. And so that's what we did. And so, as you know, of course, we had to move down from the upstairs room where we had Jonathan's wonderful image as a backdrop. And so we thought, well, now we have this. So that will be in the background from now on. Also something, check out this cursor.
Yes, a LangTime pointer.
So if you're on Mac OS, I didn't know this, you could change the color of that thing. It's in accessibility settings, which is the same place that I went to make it bigger, and I made the thing bigger for streaming. So, and in fact, this was actually before LangTime Studio. This was when I was doing my work streams. I wanted people to be able to see what my cursor was doing, but cursors are pretty small, so I increased the size. But yeah, it's in the same exact spot. So you can change the outside color and the inside color. Anyway, so yeah.
That sounds crisper today. Ooh, that's exciting.
39.
I mean, close.
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't even remember. What was that? 3 years ago? When did I turn 39? So it would have been 3 years ago.
Right, but as of today, you can still say that was just 2 years ago.
Yeah, I suppose so. I turned 39 3 years ago tomorrow. Crisper. The secret to feeling crisp is to...
It's raw kombucha.
No, it's not. Come on, let's be serious. We're on the television here. It's about sleeping in the crisper drawer. That's how you crisp up, and you do it overnight while you're sleeping. So
that is indeed.
Come out feeling ripe and crisp.
But there, in jumping ahead, because people have already noted your birthday is tomorrow, so happy LangTime birthday, because we won't be here tomorrow. But Jared Martin's birthday is today.
Really?
So happy birthday!
Well, dang. You're breaking in my birthday for me. I love it.
It's your pre-birthday, and I'm double checking. Like, yeah, today's the 19th. Okay, yes.
Well, right on.
And so, happy birthday.
Here, let's sing the traditional song. I bet Jesse doesn't know this, but some others might. Here we go. Let's see. Oh wait, we need. Here we go. Okay, here. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David, hoy por ser día de tu santo, de las cantamos.
Did you just pull
aquí.
this up because it says the King David?
Well, no, this is a traditional song that's sung.
No, but that's what made you think about it. You're like, who am I? The King David.
Despierta, mi bien, despierta.
David, the King.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, this is one of the songs that's sung traditionally on your birthday in Mexico. There's Las Mañanitas, and then there's De Colores, and then usually also like Happy Birthday or something like that. But it's like you start with Happy Birthday, then you go to Las Mañanitas, and and as you can see, this song's got some heft to it.
Indeed. But okay,
yes.
So
these are the little hands that que cantaba del Rey David that he sung. Today is the day of your saint day, and we sing to you here. Yeah.
Nice. But birth. Yes, birth. So David got a gift early.
I did.
And
so did we all. And so did we all.
Are you ready to debut it?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Do you want to do it one at a time? I gotta make sure you're in frame when you show.
Okay.
You do one. You go for it. It's your gift.
Honestly, I wish I could just take this screen and move the camera over there.
It would be nice. I mean, like I can, of course, on like Discord share the photo that I took,
Yeah.
but
But so Jesse recently has taken up crocheting, specifically crocheting little animals. And so she crocheted not one rabbit, not two a possum, not three mouse, not four cat, but five little animals for me. And then there's the dog. and these little darlings are now ours. And they're absolutely incredible. I will try to kind of show them all together.
Good job, David.
But yeah,
man.
look at that. She didn't even have an opossum guide to go from. She used the raccoon and modified it.
I am indeed hooked on crocheting.
But yeah, they're just absolutely incredible. So.
And they all stand, which is even more exciting.
They do.
So we just have them, standing, of course, in order. In order, David. In order, David.
Oh my.
He tried to put the mouse after the rabbit.
Oh my.
What? Anyway, yeah. So we've got them all standing here as a cute little cuddly family in order. And yes, it's very exciting. So anyway, that was his early gift.
Yeah.
And so. Yeah.
Really just incredible. I mean, she's already crocheted some really amazing things. I don't even know if you've shown some of the other things that you've done. You got a couple over there.
Yeah, they've been on like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah. But these are just, I mean,
although I don't
so perfect.
know that I ever posted the unicorn. I need to post that.
Oh,
I made Meridian a unicorn.
Yeah.
And so anyway, yeah, I've been really enjoying the crochet. And yes, I will post a picture on Discord. And tomorrow I may even post a picture on Instagram to actually, celebrate your birthday semi-publicly.
Mm-hmm. 42 is a good year to be. I will be 42. Much older than Jesse. At the moment, we're the same age, but tomorrow I'm just
you just
a
shoot
fossil,
past me.
An absolute fossil.
And I'm the youngin'.
Yeah, but I will say though that I was visiting my grandfather in the hospital this Sunday, and thankfully he's doing better and looks like he's going to make it out. But I went with my mother, and she had been there before, and so I needed to sign in as a new, visitor. And my mother said, this is my son. And the nurse working there, at the front, filled out a sticker and said, "Here you go, young man."
Oh my gosh, young man.
That's right.
Adorable.
That's right. Gonna be a young man or a young woman for some time to come, I think. I don't know if people know this, but I'm often, especially just at checkout counters, I'm often referred to as ma'am. Or if I'm with somebody else, they'll say something like, will that be all for you ladies? Happens all the time.
Flights too.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, Jake, thank you. Jake said I broke the peak cuteness barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forgot my.
Your notebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. So you.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's like lodged in there. I need to get that sorted out. Okay. Well, David understands that. I believe Jake. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up Discord, get my picture posted there.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. I could have just done it on my phone.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Do you want me to move that for now? Because I forgot with two chairs.
No.
Okay. We bought a very fun frame that I need to get set up that's going to end up displaying all of Meridian's school pictures from kindergarten through senior year. And so That's what's behind the desk here that I need to get set up because obviously she doesn't have enough pictures to fill it. And so we need little placard placeholders that I'm going to make.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start first with our poll. So as you recall, I mean, even though we're working actively on finishing the font, which hopefully we'll finish today, we spied a place where we just hadn't done anything, and that was comparison. We kind of shied away from it because we didn't actually have adjectives as a separate class in this, so we just never thought of it. And in coming up with it, we discovered that there was also something else that we wanted to do, so we did a kind of a pre-poll that was going to be needed in order for comparison, one of our comparison strategies to work, and then this was the poll for comparison. And so we came up with 3 strategies for comparison. And by the way, I still have not been able to find the actual terminology for this. To say X is more Y than Z. One of them is the comparand, and I don't know which one it is. And
well, we did a whole
one of
thing
them is a
on
compare.
this.
Yeah, I know.
But let's just call it what it is.
So I just did X, Y, and Z. But we came up with 3 strategies for comparison, remembering that we have stated verbs for adjectives. So first was the adverbial strategy, and this is where we needed to know how to do adverbs before we could actually make this work. So that was what we did last week, was come up with a way to do adverbs. By the way, I think I'm younger than you, Carl. Am I? Or am I older than Carl? I actually have no idea.
I don't know how old Carl is, so
yeah,
I can't help you there.
Man.
Well, I was going to check while you're going through those. I posted the picture in the Conlang art channel because it's art. So it's up there. But I needed to double check and check on some things. But anyway, go on.
On. So the adverbial strategy is this. Basically, look at that. I'm younger than Carl. Well, how about that?
But in a weird time continuum disfluency, I'm older than Carl, but younger than you. Okay, no. Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. And it also has it has a hand, too.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I can't wait to make mine pink.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so this is, by the way, it's all in the accessibility settings. So it's like there's stuff there to, help you if you need if you need things to be different to make your computer's experience easy. But it can also be used to make things cool, even if you don't need it. How did that go, Jake? Oh, man. But anyway, so in this one, so we're gonna the sentence that we're going to be using is the barley is rougher than the shovel. These are the best words we had available. We need to come up with some other words. And so the way that it's going to work is we have Siti DJ sa abuha sarkach. That's a tough one. Sarkach. So Siti DJ sa Aboha Sarkach. And the way that this works, so we had to come up with a postposition, and we liked it, so it's just there. We came up with another postposition, sa, which comes from sach, to mark with kitty cheeks, and that means with respect to or about. So that's how we do than. So we do the barley, sithi, dishe sa, then the shovel. Aboha is what is it? Loudly.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, we don't have a meaning for this.
Yeah.
We don't have a meaning or a form for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the ob forms were made up.
Yeah, the ob forms are made up. So if this one wins, this is what we'll be doing today. But we're turning this into an adverb. Hey, Minnie. Ha ha.
Ah, Minnie, my mini me. Yay.
Okay. I was I was working on an M&M joke there, but I'm gonna skip it. All right.
Because you couldn't come up with it fast enough.
Yeah, it was the syllable count. Anyway, so the syllable count and the stress. But so abuha would be like an adverb, and it's going to mean something like large or loud. Mm-hmm. So basically, the barley compared to the shovel is rough, loudly, or just largely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
We're so happy to have you for however many times you can be here.
Yes, however many. See?
However many. I love it. Yay!
All right, so that was one.
Yes.
The next one was verbal comparison, and the idea is we would have some sort of a verb that would mean either to grow or to stretch or something like that. And so, asithi suromoya dije apkar. And so the barley is rougher than the shovel would be the barley, like by the shovel. This is a instrumental, right? Yeah. We didn't say that, did we? Oh no, we did. Instrumental postposition. No wait. Yeah. Sur is rough. So the barley, by roughness, mm-hmm. grows from the shovel.
Yeah.
It like grows from or stretches away from the shovel.
Yeah.
By means of roughness. And so then that was how to do it with a verb. Then we had a reverse verbal comparison, which is basically the same thing, except the verb changes. And we actually used our form, mets, which means to crouch. And we changed it to mean to be less than. So, DJ Sithihi Suronos Metskar. The barley is rougher than the shovel is the shovel the shovel crouches at the roughness of the barley. And so suddenly the shovel is the subject. So the shovel crouches at the barley's roughness.
Yeah.
You know, the way that cats do. So those were the three options. And we had a poll.
We did. And I will say, like, this was one of those times, but first of all, Megan, we're glad you could be here for even 8 more minutes at this point. So yay. Also, like, these 3 strategies, we had so much fun coming up with them. And we had come up with them over a week ago because we actually had come up with the strategies before last week, but that was why we needed to vote on adverb strategies, because to be able to make this poll even possible, we needed to first know how to do adverbs. So anyway, that was like, this has been in the making for a couple weeks now. And I think this is one of those, I won't say rare times, but no, I'm going to go ahead. Rare times, where both David and I, as we finished, we looked at the description and the examples. We both said all 3 options are good.
Yeah.
We'd be happy with all 3. And so really no like pony in the race, so to speak. We did have a clear winner. I will say the one that was the least loved was the verbal comparison.
Number 2.
Yeah, that one hardly got any votes. And so that one just didn't go as well. I think part of that is that it's very similar to some of the things we've done in other ones, including like in Ingala, we had, to stretch from something, meaning the comparative. So like, I think part of that was like, okay, been there, done that. The one that came in second place, so did not win, was the adverbial strategy. And so, yeah, that one did not win. The reverse verbal comparison is the winner, which, yeah, I think is kind of cool because it sort of makes you reorient yourself grammatically. Because I think we're so used to saying, X is Y-er than Z, that now having to kind of do it backwards and be like, Z is lesser than X is a really interesting strategy for that to just be like the basic strategy.
That's really cool. And also, we don't actually need to create anything new for this. So.
Right. That was another thing. Like, as we wrote up that example sentence, and we're like, oh, we don't have to use the ob form, which was our little, fake nonce word in here to make the other two work. We did, however, actually create that post position, right? Like the by means of?
Yeah, saw. So
okay.
That's done.
And so now...
With respect to.
Which we love this little family that we're kind of accidentally getting of sa, ya, and ha as the 3 post positions that we have. And so that's kind of fun.
Miles, I have no idea. Absolutely none. But it makes sense because of, the way that, cats in there crouching, So it is a good strategy. Very good. All right, so now we're going to move on. I will let Jesse go ahead and add that to the document.
I know, now you trust me to write descriptions.
As opposed to...
You've never trusted... Just kidding. It's just usually you're the one typing, just because you're at the computer while I just yell things at you in the background.
All right.
As one does.
Okay, we're going to try to finish this up. My God, look at these numbers. They're so strange.
I did... Oh. I don't have anything. I just realized, David.
Yeah?
This month is almost over.
Yeah, it sure is.
We need to get on scheduling a patron live stream, yeah?
Yeah, probably do it.
Have to do it the 28th, probably.
Or this Saturday.
So we need to get on that.
All right.
My little comparative.
So this one's going to be that. And then this one needs one little thing there. And where did I put that little thing? Was it here? It was there. Let's grab it.
You know what else we need to figure out, David?
What?
Look at what I've just highlighted.
Yeah.
Some point. Coordination. We have no coordination. We have no coordination. Sorry, as I bump your arm as you're trying to do design work. I don't need
this. I don't need this. I'm going to get rid of these so I can see the chat.
Okay. I should really just search for comparative because I am not finding. Oh, there it is. I just found it. Okay.
So, by the way, I'm going to throw out this recommendation. One of the most hilarious and fun games I think has ever been devised for smartphones. And I don't know if it's still around. And I don't remember what it's called. But I'm going to look it up because I got it on my phone. Okay. It's a command. This is it. I think it's just called Space Team. But it's this brilliant game where anybody who's seen like Star Trek, Space Team, is probably familiar with like suddenly something is going wrong in the ship. And they start shouting out things, and they sound like nonsense. Sometimes they do actually have something to do with something where it's like, there's a big joke. The original incarnation of Star Tours, they're caught in a tractor beam, and then somebody comes up on the scene and says like, "Oh, Star Tours, what are you guys doing here?" And then he says like, in order to fix it, ease off on your main thruster. And suddenly he does that, and then it just... you're out of the tractor beam, which makes no sense. It's like, really? That was all you had to do to get out of the tractor beam, was just ease off on your main thruster? Anyway, so Space Team is a game where it takes however many people are playing, and you have to accomplish a certain number of tasks in order for your little spaceship to, get out of the situation it's in. And then every single person on their smartphone has a different set of panels and they don't know what everybody else has. And you will find, and suddenly it flashes things at you and it'll tell you to do things, but it might not be on your panel. And they're all like ridiculous sci-fi things. And so like you'll see a thing come up and you'll say like, it'll say like, turn off the flange, and you look at your control panel and you don't have a flange. And so then you just have to shout out, turn off the flange. And then somebody on their screen will have to see it and then do that thing. And then somebody else might have at the same time, turn the weathering dial to 11, and then somebody else has to do it. And so you all start shouting things at each other, and it's just absolutely hilarious. It is honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had on a smartphone. Okay, we're just gonna do this right here. These numbers are gonna be a little bit
wonky, relative, off.
They're going to look a bit more regular than the rest of the script, and I think that's fine. I'm trying to figure out what the middle is for this thing here, but yeah, it's called Space Team. Basically, this point and that point should be the same.
Well, have a good rest of your workday, Megan.
Bye, Megan. So that's at 442. That's at 441. So that one is a little bit higher. So let's try that. $442, $441. $441. Getting closer. Yeah.
We had not written anything about adjectival agreement.
Yeah.
So I have one sentence.
Yeah.
Because Sarkisier adjectives are effectively little relative clauses that pounce into the clause structure in front of the noun they modify, they are necessarily marked for, at minimum, subject agreement, i.e. the noun it is modifying.
Right on.
They pounce.
I like it. All right, there we go.
Okay, now I need to go back to the Patreon post to pull the examples. And I will work on trying to write a better example, but I'm going to pull specifically the one we already did.
All right. So I hope everybody can see these. I'm just going to pull them up over here. I guess this need to be a little bit smaller. Oh, or maybe not. Whoops. What? Why aren't they all on the same line?
The line is too small for it.
The line is too small for it. How do I change that line?
I really don't know. I've never.
What a weird thing. So this is my first time using it on the new computer here. So show text bar.
I don't know why the space is so small, but yeah, if you make it smaller, I think it'll fit. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you just needed to zoom in.
Well, but usually that reduces the font size, not the screen size. Anyway.
So weird.
So these two are the same size. I want to set up a poll here.
Okay.
Number 1, is this fine? Number 2 is going to be this leg gets progressively longer in order to accommodate the extra things in it. Or number 3, this one is the same size as that one. Maybe I should actually make these.
Leave them as is. This will be option 1. Oh, what was that first number? Was number 1?
Yeah.
So this is 1, 2, and 3, right? Or no, this is 7. 7, 8, and 9?
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. Oh, and it's doing that thing again.
What thing?
The names are on the bottom.
Oh,
gosh
sorry.
Darn it.
Because you changed it on my user settings and now your user settings.
Well, God, it should be.
That means there's something else that because I remember you had to change a couple things. So we're going to keep running into these little hiccups until we get it fully adjusted. And
then the third one I need is this.
So I'm not going to post the poll until you get it what you need ready, but I'm calling it smaller 7, increasing leg length, and all same size. Those are the 3 options.
All right. This is what I need to do. Unfortunately, we need to do this again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Mateus, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you have access to hip peas, I love them. They're chickpeas all puffed up like cheese puffs, but they're chickpeas, and therefore gluten-free, veggie-based, all, yeah, good for you, blah, blah, blah. Well, good for you in the way that snack foods can be better for you than others. But anyway, yeah, I love those.
All right, here we go. Okay, so that's A, and then increasing leg length is going to be 7. Whoops.
Oh, should I make it A, B, and C instead of 1, 2, 3?
No. Just need it. Okay, what is that one at?
Okay.
Capital O-E. And that is, there we go. Okay, and then or
all same size.
Yeah, or this. And S. Karen. Oh, yikes. How am I going to type that? There.
Scarin.
Okay, there we go. Which one's the best?
I'm gonna post the poll, and we're also going to like really look at the screen. They're slightly cut off, David.
Okay.
Just ever so slightly. So David's gonna try to fix it so you can see the right edge of the glyph. I feel like you're gonna have to like move the whole screen over, just momentarily, because normally we won't need that much space. We're waiting for the screen to catch up. This whole time delay thing just really messes things up as we're trying to... Okay, you know what? I feel like that's enough. Okay.
K is on.
Ooh! Hi, Kay. How did I miss that? Ooh, yes, you did hear gluten-free. But yeah, the hip peas. They're little... Well, don't feed them to Blake, though, Kay, because they're chickpeas. So keep them to yourself. But they're like cheese puffs, right? Like that's the texture. So they look like little cheese puff curls.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really good, and they have all different flavors. And so I really, really like them.
By the way, which of these do you like? And is Biblaridian here to actually give us the real answer?
Well, part of me is like, for simplicity's sake, I would like you to be able to have everything the same size, but I kind of like the middle one. I kind of like how it grows to accommodate. But yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 is just the row. 1, 2, and 3, and David did them in order. Yeah.
I mean, you had to think, either, unless this was a bizarre joke, when you're typing the words, would most people consider ice water a snack? You have to... Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. He's following up on Miles. Sometimes you want flavor. Like, one of my favorite snacks of all time. Oh, my God.
No, wait,
oh,
though.
My God.
I swear one of your favorite things, little crunchy snacks, is ice. Come on, you love crunching on ice, the little ones.
Well, of course I love crunching on ice. But
and so is that like a little snack?
But it's not like I'm sitting on the couch and saying, feeling snacky. Go get me some ice water.
right, I'm ending the poll because we have all the votes in, and it looks like the increasing leg length is the winner.
Mm.
And when I say looks like, it is the winner. Now, Bib, I don't think did weigh in.
No, he's ankled us, as the kids say. All right.
Wait, CJ. You buy them frozen from the store or cut them, put them in the freezer, and then eat them? And I ask this because somebody in this room really likes mangoes. I mean, I like them, but like you really like them. And like
What?
if frozen mangoes could be a delightful little crunchy snack for you.
I mean, they're not my favorite fruit, and
no, they're not your favorite, but you like them.
Well, sure, but I can't imagine I would like them frozen. Sounds odd.
It's like eating ice cream balls of fruit, CJ says. Ice cream balls of fruit? Come on. Okay, from the store. Gotcha.
Okay, we're going to give that a replace. And then go ahead and delete this one.
I always feel like, though,
yellow.
Whenever I say, I need a mango for a recipe, if you want a snacking mango, get one. And you always opt for the snacking mango. So I thought you liked them.
I think it's a delightful addition to our fruit plates.
I know, right, Minnie? Oh, that is so good.
Mango and pine nut pizza. Now that's interesting. Of course, couldn't do the pine nuts. I'm allergic, but God, that looks terrible.
Oh, nice. Tabby agrees. One of the nicer frozen fruits texturally. Now, I have done frozen grapes quite a bit. But I've never done frozen mangoes, so that's...
You see that heat map there? Why is it doing that? Why is it so fat? What if I do this? Oh God, that makes it worse. Oh wait, or does it? Or does it? No, it makes it worse.
Oh, I need to get back to writing the comparative thing in the document. I got sidetracked by helping you with the poll.
It looks like it's going...
Magpie, isn't frozen watermelon almost too watery to the point where it's actually an ice cube?
I like that better. I don't care what anybody says. I like that better. I'm doing it.
Wow.
Okay, so we got 7, 8, and 9 down. And so now we can do... sorry, wait. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. So now we can do 5, 6, and 7. Wait.
Magpie says that's ice cream-like, the frozen watermelon.
Interesting.
That is so fascinating.
Are these highlighters?
No, remember those are the ones that bleed through the page, but they leave the little silver in the color outline.
Do you have some sort of a highlighter?
I do have highlighters. Trying to see if I have them over here or if I need to get into my secret stashes.
Or just anything that, I think I'm just going to take this. Forget it.
Well, I was gonna grab one over here. Would you like purple, blue,
red,
orange, yellow?
Just grab me one.
Here's some purple and blue, or some kind of magenta or blue. Well, I also have the Stabilo kind if you want those in rainbow colors.
I'm just gonna...
David asks if I have highlighters.
I just needed to, so it's getting lost. So let's see, we've done 7, 8, and 9, which means that we can do 4, 5, and 6. Just by copying and pasting. Okay, so now we just need to change the top. So now this is essentially going to have this top, I think. So let's get that top up there. Oops. All right, let's see what we have to do to make this work. goodness gracious. 22. Okay, this might take a little work. I'm going to put this up here so that it doesn't overlap. That's a 12, 13. So we're going to need to, now it's a 12, 13, and we're going to need to make this straight. So these need to be straight, and then that needs to go over to compensate however much it went. So this is going to go over not 20, but 19. And then this has to go over 1. And so this needs to go over like that at least, maybe. It's being very recalcitrant. This needs to move in. This needs to move in. It needs to move into at least there, I think. There we go. Maybe this needs to move up. Just like that. This needs to move up. Not that much, though. And this needs to go over. Not that much. It can't go over that much. I hear you, bird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gonna try that. It looks too. You know what I mean? Maybe this needs to go up a little bit more.
Miles, I need to hear more about this emotional sport water bottle culture because I may be a part of it, as I rarely leave the house without my water bottle.
Yeah. $12.72. Let's try deleting that. It's nice. Yeah, I think that's nice. It looks like it, you can see the heat map here. It's very big. So it makes it feel like it goes whoop, even though it's straight. But I'm kind of okay with that. So this is going to be our top for 4, 5, and 6 so far. She's not a girl who listens much. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. So these should be easily distinguishable from the others. That was an initial concern based on handwriting, but these look very, very, very different. 1347.
I'm going to actually pull up. There's an image I did for LangTime. There we go. The standard of comparison is the roughness. The comparand is the thing it's being compared to, and the comparanda is the thing being compared.
Okay, so essentially the subject is the comparanda, the than phrase is the comparand, and the standard of comparison is the roughness.
Right, except the way we're doing it, the comparand is the subject.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's what you want to look up. If you're Googling and talking about if this existed,
yeah.
Look if the comparand as subject. See if that exists. Okay, so there we go. 7 through 9 are done. 4 through 6 are done. Now we just got these other fellas. I think they may need to be a little bit different. I'm going to start with 1 because I want you to see what I've got going here. I think I'm going to just turn this into this. Oops. $856 and $868. What's the midpoint? 12. They should both need to go over 6. Yes. 6 and 6. Now we're going to merge these. And obviously we are going to delete these. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my. Maybe not. All right. Let's see. So if this top is at, what is that, 650? This will need to be at least at 650. But it could be elsewhere. We need these things to be straight. There we go. That's too big. How is that? Like, yeah, this needs to go. Happiness is so warm, yes it is. And yeah, see, we can't just delete this because there's not enough there. We got to get some other nodes in there. This one I think we can, and we will. Right? But,
yes.
But this one we can't. Because we need nodes at these extreme points. And so I think that we're going to do that so that we can squish it. 250, 250. Splendid, splendid. Now we can delete this. See? And now we can squish this.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, Tethys. Question is how much? I feel like it was a bit bumpier than that. Okay, now it's 1400. Now it's 1300. Now it's 1200. That's where it needs to be, right there. I need a math. Somebody do a math. 683 minus 517. Tell me what that is. Oh, I misread that. That chick was saying bye grammar. And that's in between 650 and 700. 166. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. That's because it's about. Yeah. I mean, that looks very nice. It looks like the Chicago bean. Let's see what it would look like. Here, we're gonna type some of these. In order to do that, when you're using this program, you have to load the features. Those are missing? Why are they missing? Oh, whatever. And make sure that Liga is turned on, oh, we're going to have to resolve that. Here, hold on a sec. Workspaces, features and classes, boom, add glyphs. Yeah, let's just need to put in some dummy glyphs there. We don't need the real ones. Go back to this and see, now it's okay. Now we can turn that on or off. And so we can just type up here. We need the font size to be smaller, right? There we go. One, 4, 5. See? So this would be like 4, 1, 8. What do you think in terms of height? Does that look about right to you?
I feel like given what we're working with, yes.
All right then.
Because if you make it any taller, it's going to completely change the
Boston bean it is then. All right. Next, we're going to have to go for 2, which looks like an M, and then 3 looks like an M with an extra hump. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Chicago bean. Yeah, CJ, very sorry. I don't know what on earth I was thinking. So we're going to make these not smooth anymore and bring them down. 1, 2, 1, 2, a little something like that. Needs to be a little bit taller. Why does this thing keep coming back? You go away. I'm going to be able to see. Yeah, Boston baked beans are definitely a thing. That's probably why they came to mind. But no, I absolutely was thinking of the Chicago bean. You've seen that, right, Jess?
what?
The Chicago bean?
The big giant silver metal bean in Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen it in person, but I've seen pictures.
Really?
Like, I've been to Chicago, but I don't know that I ever went to the bean.
Huh, how about that? This is looking absolutely atrocious. Now I can move this in. Yeah, like that. That's better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. A little bit better. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put some points here. I want to make sure that it is flat. 645, 645, that is flat. That is the point where you want it to be at, where it's flat. Good. Now I'm going to add points down here. Perfect. Now we're going to delete these. That's a little bit better. Let's see what we can do about this bat shape. Like, I feel like this needs to come in. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit nicer, I think. And then these. What to do about these? Like, you see what I'm up against here, yeah? I feel like we're going to need another point, and that the point is probably going to need to be right there, ski. I'm going to put it at 300 if I can get it there. There's 300. There we go. Now I'm going to move this so it's flat. $988. There we go. Now they're flat. I know that looks a bit off right now. It's supposed to, because we're going to adjust it until it's the way we want to. How many did I put it in? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because it's got to be out further than that point, right? And then now that that's there, we can adjust these. I kind of just want to do it by look. That makes that too narrow there. But it does come up with a nice curve. We could bring this down to 50. Oh dear, I don't know what that was. And I think that's really nice right there. And so don't look at this part. Just look at this curve. That's nice.
That is nice.
Okay, so then we just need to get this one to that point there, which is, what is that? It's 600, and okay, so that's 600, and let's see what the angle is. Well, how am I going to be able to do this if I can't tell the angle? Why isn't it telling me the angle? It's crazy. Is this another one of those preference things? God diggity darn it.
Oh my gosh, that was the cutest thing I've heard all day. Okay.
Metrics tape? No, that's not what I need. Curvature, we got that. Element references, maybe? There we go. Or maybe not. It's still not showing me what the angle is. Oh, goodness gracious. Hints?
Sorry. I was catching up on, well, let them give you hints. I was catching up on chat because I've been hard at work on a description.
Yeah.
And I need a word that I'm going to need help with in one moment, so everyone get ready. I am slowly catching up. Oh, I missed all the water bottle discussions, but I do not fall into, apparently, the emotional support group. I narrowly miss it.
Ooh, whoa, whoa.
And if no one answered CJ, Chicago is in Illinois. Always an interesting state to remember that it's in, because it's like Chicago, it's one of our big cities, but like you don't think of Illinois as a state when you are naming states right away, you know?
There we go. Got the angles. Got the angles.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
Okay. So 23.3. Bam. There we go. Perfect. That's not right. That angle doesn't look the same as that angle. 319 minus 192. What is that? I need 319 minus 192.
127.
And 1008 minus 881.
127.
Well, why does this angle look so different from that angle? Is it just me? What is this? 432. That's 432.
Okay. So, David, what do you think about having...
It's 84. That's weird. It's weird, isn't it? Don't you think that's weird?
That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see what other languages do.
It's just me. Trust the math. Trust the math.
Some verb that can mean to be cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking up like some kind of overlap to be cute or nice, to be kind, to be likable, to be pretty can also overlap with cute. And some just have verbs that end up meaning cute. Some have diminutive forms of verbs where it's like other things get kind of placed in a form. So anyway, oh my God, the Portuguese word doubles as a word meaning to be fluffy or soft, and it also means to be cute.
Oh, that's
informally.
Nice.
But it's onomatopoeic.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, spelled faux, of course, but they, fofu.
Yeah.
But
that's really cute.
That's really... Is it fofu?
I just think it's cute. What do you mean?
Because
it's... Oh, I see. No,
fofu.
yeah. No, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got that immediately.
But anyway,
pretty good.
I was wondering if you had any input because I want to make an example sentence, but it requires cute. And so I may need to change my example sentence. I just thought it would be a funny one to include.
No, I think that's...
For the commentary.
That is a funny one to include. I like that. It's a little sharp, isn't it? It's a little sharp.
Ooh, in certain dialects of Norwegian, the verb meaning to be sweet doubles as to be cute.
I'll just take it. Now we're gonna take this over here, and we're gonna create 3 out of it by chopping it up. Somehow. So first, I'm going to create the sides of 3. Okay, and now we're going to create the middle. By seeing where...
Ooh, that's a fun example, Jake. Oh, and Magpie, I hope it's safe out there. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Logan. Yer and Jonathan both mentioned that cute and well, sorry, no. Yer was mentioning that cute and nice have the same root in Hebrew, and then Jonathan said, same in Yiddish that the sweet and cute have the same root.
This is where we need
Indeed, adorable, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, English has had a journey with its word nice. Oh. So, how's this going, David?
It's like not going super great because like I'm just forgetting the logic of it. 1482.
What's happening? There we go.
Like, this isn't just me, right? Like, this is just, here, hold on. Well, let's just see what happens if we do this. And then do this. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Probably delete that too. Reason for that to be there. Always have fewer nodes if you can. All right, now we just need to attach these things not there, but here. Yeah.
Paying more attention to see what's happening before I go back to the cute ideas.
Yes. 1985.
Because I feel like I should be, you know, helping with input.
All right, and then that's what, 329.
Oh my goodness. But you do this and I'm going to tell you what I just said, oh my goodness, too.
You got it.
Woo!
A little long, but
Indeed.
kind of funky.
This is a really funky number system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bib had an idea. Cute and blind could be from the same root because kittens are born blind. And what's cuter in a cat's eye than a kitten who happens to be blind?
That is really cute. I like that.
Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
do it.
Now that means we'll have a root meaning blind, not like a negation of C for blind. Yeah. Okay. So now we need a root that will mean blind. To be blind, rather.
What's this?
And remember, it will double as cute. So people, please throw out suggestions for this root that you think is cute. That will also be blind. To be blind, yeah. Oh.
Made it a little...
yeah, that looks nicer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
I know, isn't that great, Bib? That lousy literally means super infested with lice.
Mm-hmm. And the word...
And it is lousy if you have louse.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really cool because you could, it's also a very nice demonstration of sound changes because you can see like sound change was active at this point that we created the word lousy, but it was not active at the time that we created the word mousy.
With the, because lousy, mousy.
Mm-hmm. Though it might be kind of fun to describe something as mousy, a very mousy person.
Is that carburetor in the dynasty? Quite, I have a penchant for dynasties.
So we've got 3 characters left.
Okay, I see some suggestions popping up. Oh, thank you for answering that, Jonathan. Tethys, no particular, just, you know. Ooh. Ooh, Libby.
It's really tall.
Do some checking here. Ooh, and I see some more coming in. See? Okay. All right. I have enough forms, I think. Ooh, I will pull that one up to test this. I just got yours. Oh, that is a good point. Okay, so I have enough forms, I believe. I'm going to run through and then double check and make sure we haven't accidentally used any of these, but these all look new to me.
I keep those, but we don't need to keep these. So get rid of those. Get rid of that one.
Oops.
I'm going to want another pull in a second here.
Okay. I will be ready in one moment. Okay. Okay, and then, so I'll be ready to do your poll. And then I have some forms for you to judge between, but first let's get your poll done. What can we help you with?
Okay, so let me explain what you're looking at right now. So I created the letter for 0 is just going to be this, which is like a backward C. And so we have a couple of things that we can do. Number one, we already have a character that's a backward C. It is our letter for W. And U looks like a backwards version of that one. And it was derived from the way we did the letter O. So we could just use the exact same character, which is what we have on top. So the exact same character for W is also used for 0. I also tried to create a version that looked more in line with the numbers, and that is that version. Let's start off with very simple. Which one do you like better, top or bottom? Top is exactly the same as W, and then the bottom it's a slightly different version so that it looks more like the numbers.
Okay. So here's the poll. Get your votes. Jake. I also like...
There's going to be a follow-up poll after this.
I also like Minnie's unfortunate history of history idea. Where you find out some realities about history that are unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. So many.
The screen is really bright, but it does make us
Yeah,
really bright on here.
It
so
kind
it's
of
good.
functions as a,
as our backlight.
There's actually a way to turn this to the dark mode version, so it would be like white on black. But I was like, no, we need the extra light.
Yeah, we do need the extra light. I should be checking. Although I think, yeah. Okay, I'm going to end the poll because we've got all the votes, but also like there's no way this is going to flip. So bottom is...
Yeah, all right. So then now we have the follow-up poll is this. Let's see. Let's put in one of those and maybe one of those. And make that one of those. We're also going to need an O in there, which is not H, but what's the one that just looks like an O? Is it Q? Yeah, it's Q. All right, and then I'm going to reduce the font size, and then just imagine that thing flipped around.
Even with the reduced font size, you don't see the end. You get cut off at the cute little snail-like one.
Son of a gun. All right, we'll do that one.
So waiting for that to catch up.
All right.
And then tell us about the options while
So the next poll is, now I know this one isn't turned around. We can actually turn one of those around real quick. Oh, cute. Okay, so now we've got, at the moment, we have a separate character for W as we do for 0. But I want to throw this option over to you. Now, recalling that we formed this based on this character, which is a circle, which is also used for H, which has a line down the middle, which I might want to change that from the wavy line down the middle, just a straight one. But anyway, do you like the new character enough that you think we should replace the old character with it? So 0 and W will be the same again, but instead of being the same the old way, they will be the same the new way. Let me know what you think about that.
Okay. So, and there will be an actual poll. So while you can discuss, your votes won't count till you actually vote.
Yeah.
Old W.
It is rather spiky, Karis. I think maybe I'll shorten it a little bit.
And that's the difference, right? Top is old W, bottom is new W, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to make a quick little note. Shorten spikes.
And for anyone saying that they would come out the same in handwriting, you're absolutely right. A lot of these forms would end up being the same or very similar in handwriting. But consider the fact that in handwriting, for me anyway, my number 1, my L, and my capital I are all identical. It's a line. Like in handwriting, they all are just a straight up and down line. However, in almost any font I use, there is a slight distinction between at least 3 of those, or at least 2 of those 3. Often all 3 are slightly different. So what we're doing is creating the fancy font where like the cats that learn how to write with calligraphy and things like that are going to be basing it off this kind of style versus like everyday handwriting. Sure, things are going to end up getting conflated. Like who's going to actually put a thick swoop at the end?
It's why captchas are a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, is that a capital O or is it a 0? You know, that type of thing. All right. Looks like we got our answer there.
Yeah, And so even though we only have 2 votes left, or 2 votes are left out, I should say, there's no flipping of that. So the new W form is the winner.
All right, so then we're going to get rid of those, and they become yellowed. And we're going to replace them with these. That's going to make the font look a little nicer, in my opinion. And then
it's always difficult because in things like this, where especially as font creation gets pushed across several weeks, I think it's really difficult when you make a decision one time when you're only working on, say, 2 characters, and then the next thing you know, like, you make another decision 3 weeks later that you're like, wait, that doesn't really go. I feel it's a very different process when you sit down and create a font, sort of, not in one go, you usually do need to break it up anyway, but when you're doing all the work in a much more condensed time frame because you have time to make those decisions.
There, now that one's going to look a lot less spiky, I think. There you go. 1, 2, and 1. That's a little better. It's a little high, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Kind of like, oh, I got to replace this one. That one. Okay.
And Mateus, I'm going to say it's less about artistic skills and more about understanding how to use programs like this for the vectors.
Yep, and patience.
And
trial and error and changing things. And like, for example, I think I'm going to change that. I don't think it looks good. I'm just going to make it straight. Yeah. All right, so we got the 0. So we only have the last 2 characters, and then a couple of punctuation marks that we'll try out.
Okay, so I was going to have us vote on a root, but we have too many options.
Okay.
And so right now we have 6 options.
For cute?
This will be to be blind, but also to be cute.
Okay.
So bada, bibi, ro, agi, lusu, Lucy, and Muru, which Tethys pointed out that sounds kind of like a purr, and it's really cute and purry baby.
How many? Is that 6? Do we getting rid of 2?
Yeah, because we can only have 4.
Get rid of beta.
Okay.
And nobody's going to want to say Lucy. Like, that's just too much work.
She's so cute because it was so close. Oh, we should have just made it. Oh, we can't make it Lucy because there's no I. Anyway. Yeah, Lucy.
Yeah. I think that's why they were trying to do it, right?
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to put 4 forms in a poll here. Wait, what is this question? Minnie wants to know if we know of any place where she can purchase this so-called patience. If we did, we would direct all proceeds to ourselves and be the richest people in the world. Mm-hmm. We're such evil people that way.
This one might need to be redone. I'll think about that. I'll think about redoing that one.
Okay.
Oh. These might need to come in by 10.
And I actually was the one who put in the home form as the first half of Roman.
Oh.
So that was for you.
Thank you.
If it doesn't win, everyone else is against you and Roman. Although I also really like Agi. That's kind of cute. Agi. I also really like Muru. Okay, never mind. I can't.
Yeah, there's some good forms there. something for this one.
And I swear during the stream, the sun has just progressively gotten more and more cloud blocked.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where, like, when we started, the screen was not, like, relatively as bright. Like, it was just, like, a screen. But at this point, it's like, holy cow, it's actually pretty dark outside.
Yeah.
I think it's going to rain again.
If only we were on daylight standard time instead of regular time.
Oh, man. Oh, anime fans, sure. We've got Libi, Ho, Aji, Muru. And it's a tight race. Ooh, Logan can be here for 30 more minutes. That's till the end. Yay! Oh, we've got all the votes. So we have a winner, and Muru is the winner.
I love it.
That is really cute. Ah, it's really Muru. Oh my gosh, I see what it's doing.
Okay, we're gonna put this down. What's that at? 500. What's that at? 401. That's a weird thing for it to be at. Let's bring it up to 400. Bring that to 400, and now turn these smooth. Not that way. Not that.
This needs to be relative class.
Delete these. Make these smooth. There you go. There we go. That's a baby. All right. No, we're going to need another node. Shoot. We're going to need one more node. In order to fix this, we need a node in the middle right here. Darn. I was hoping we wouldn't need another node. And it's going to need to be in the middle. Let's see, what is that? -50. Now they're at the same point, so we can, let's do that.
Putting this together piece by piece for my example sentence. And when I finish it, I'll read you the description and we'll celebrate.
Yes. What's a halfway point between 0 and 1347? Or 1350, 1300, let's make it easy, 1300. Halfway point between 0 and 1300 is going to be 650. So this needs to be right there. All right, now we can make these things even. This needs to be, let's make that 300. Let's make this 300, and then we'll figure out this needs a node right there, 400. That's what we need. We need a node at 400 right there. That's what's going to make this whole thing work. And it just needs to be at the right spot, like right there. And this needs to be flat. It's at 240. And then we can delete this. And we just need to make these even. What's that? -18, 100, This is at 146. Now they're both at 100. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's bring this in a little bit. So that's a little bit too fat. That looks nice. All right. We're going to bring this up to 500. No, maybe not. Well, no. Let's do that. Maybe 50. Now we'll get these to come down. There we go. There we go. See what I mean? Huh. This probably needs to go up a little bit. Should look a little nicer. Yeah, that does look a little nicer. Okay, now we'll figure out exactly if it needs to. Now we need the thing that goes over.
This takes forever.
Just going to copy that. All right. And can I get rid of this? And 1300. That's a baby right there. Interesting. And so yeah, we're definitely going to change the width of that. That's obviously looks a little bit silly. We want the tail to cover it. I can't but apologize.
Wow. Fell right off.
Yeah.
That scared me.
Okay, we're going to move this in.
Translation is hard work, people, by the way. I'm still going.
What is this at? 87. Does it look if it's the same or? I think it should be in a little bit. No. Yeah, that's a funky 11. Huh. Well, there we are then. Should it be straight or should it just be curved the whole way? It should be straight. It should be straight, yeah. Gosh darn it.
There we go. Every time. Okay. I think I have it. Oh my gosh. No, wait. I need one more. One more piece.
I have an idea.
Oh, wait. And this will be... Nope, nope, nope. It's gonna be Matt's. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. What are we doing?
I wrote up the comparison.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, so making a comparison in Sarkege requires the comparand, i.e. what is found in the than X phrase in languages like English, to be the subject. The comparanda, i.e. the thing being compared, occurs in the genitive in front of the standard of comparison, the feature being compared, as a class 9 nominal form in the allative. The verb mats, to crouch, is the verb used for this construction. To begin, consider this example. This is the one from Patreon because we already had barley is rough as an example sentence, so I pulled that down and then gave barley is rougher than the shovel as an example.
Yeah.
Note that literally clause might be better translated as the shovel is less rough than the barley and is literally translated as the shovel crouches at the roughness of the barley. Consider this example sentence. The kitten is cuter than the puppy. You would need to follow this formula as you break Jesse's puppy-loving heart. So this needs work because I was just trying to do this for myself. Puppy in core case, kitten genitive, cute class 9 allative, crouch. Needs to match with dog class, of course, which I may need to, does that devoice? No, I think it stays a GH. I'll double check that.
Yeah.
So we've got the kitten is cute as an example sentence. We've got the puppy is cute as an example sentence. And then here we have the kitten is cuter than the puppy, where note that the puppy is the subject. Malcha, malchmewe, muruhongos, matzgach. There we go.
Yay! Good job, partner.
Whew. I get my Kopi coat. You get your catty coat. Now.
Cheers, partner.
Cheers. That doesn't devoice, right?
The mats. It's representing that it never devoices. Kopiko, when you need to come up with at least 2 punctuation marks in 17 minutes. Thank you. Also the open question if we need to change this one since that one is built off of the old one. Or if that one's fine because it's got more of the O in it. Oh wait, no. No, that one should change. Well, save that for later. Alright, so we never really got to the bottom of how many punctuation marks we were going to have. But I actually wanted to try to honor these. The pause with regular emotion and high emotion. And I had an idea for it.
Moment. It's dark outside. We are currently on a black screen. We may not need the white screen. You may be able to go dark mode. Because look at how well lit we're lit and everything's in really dark mode that's on the screen.
That's pretty cool.
And Miles said a single dot for one and another where that single dot has a little tail. If we have some punctuation marks that are related.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do. So first, we're going to create punctuation.
Brutus punctuated Caesar's life with a knife.
I hope I remember that right. Yeah, exclam. Okay. Here we go. Make these red. So here's my idea. Let's go back to normal view. Normal view. Okay. So this thing is going to need to be thisorized. Don't worry. Yeah. Maybe a little thicker. Ah! Nobody saw that. Well, maybe this won't work. This might not work. Yeah, it didn't work. There we go. But I am going to do something. I'm going to put a dot up here at 600. And I put a dot down here where it's flat. Let's see. Oh, and we're going to delete these. There we go. That's a little nicer. And so this was my idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very large punctuation mark, but so that's 985. That's 116. We want these things to be the same distance from 1,000 and 100 and 0.
Sorry, what are they?
So this is 15 from 1,000. This is 116 from 0. We want those to be even, more or less.
So you need to go half down first and then go down 50.
What do you mean half? Half of what?
Well, half of, because it needs to be 115.5 because you have one that you got to split.
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh, well then in that case it'll be off by 1, but go it down by 50.
I think I did it.
Because we have 66 now, and then we have 935 up there, which is 65.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So there's that, and now we need to get a dot. So
you know what? The white screen is almost too lit up. We look better when it's dark.
Poor Jessie, just trying to save her eyes.
And trying to make it your preferred workspace. You're welcome.
Oh, sure. Let's do that smooth. And we're going to do that. Make ourselves a nice dot. And so these things need to be even. If anybody wants to figure out the math of this real quick, I'd be very grateful. Where these things should be.
What math are we figuring?
I don't know. But this ain't right. Yeah, that ain't right. Alright, and these things need to be the same. 397. Let's make that 400. There we go. And so these things all need to be equidistant, so this thing makes a circle. How does this thing make a circle? 2105, 2384. That's 279. What a weird distance. Let's make it
250 or?
Yeah, 250. Yeah, 250.
Can't you just put a point on the top and the bottom?
If I wanted to be lazy, but...
Okay, well.
It's 300.
No, isn't it 280? Isn't that what it says? Oh, 300 right there. I see it now. So those need to each come in.
That's 228. That's 172.
My emotional support water bottle coming in handy.
It's a little bit extra. So, I don't know, what do you think?
One more.
It's too many.
Just take the top out one or the bottom out one. Not enough. One more scooch on each side. Maybe two, yeah.
You're really going to make me just put dots in there, aren't you? Fine.
I'll work on that, Miles.
All right, these darn dots need to be at, what is this? These things need to be at 125. There. And now they all need to have the same thingy on them. And it looks like it's going to be 83. So there we go. We're going to make them all 83. Yeah. Well, that's not right. Oh, that's not right at all.
Well, why make them so long then? Make them shorter. They were much better before you did that.
Oh my God.
But is it 250 horizontally and vertically? So did we at least hit that?
No. Wait, yes. Yes, it is 250 horizontally and vertically.
Okay, so we've hit that. So now what you need to do is bring in those little thingies so it's less square-like. Those circles should not be that big.
Nobody did the math for me. Nobody.
I don't understand what math is happening here, so I'm just like giving you comments from the peanut gallery and like making you angry with them because you don't actually like them. That's so much closer.
Yeah. These things came back. Ah.
Little growly kitten over here.
The demographics are you're all math people.
I just thought the demographics was they're all geniuses, so, you know, should figure things out for us.
There you go.
Oh my God, look how cute that is. Oh. Well, shouldn't it be JSYK? But yeah, I'll I think that's the first time I've used that phrase in a very, very long time.
No, there isn't a circle tool.
I will try to cut that out.
All right, what's the space between there and there? 96.
96.
And what's the space between here and some invisible point?
More than 96?
I mean, it looks about right, but let's put this thing at 500 just.
I feel like that is closer. The papyrus theme.
Papyrus? Did you just say papyrus? It's papyrus.
Oh, well, I say papyrus.
Nobody on the civilized earth does who speaks English.
Well, I don't know what that takes me out of. Am I not civilized? Do I not speak English?
It's font audit. Oh, this. Draw ellipses or ovals. I've never used this in my life. Oh my God. Look at that.
What?
This tool here apparently draws circles.
And so you could have done all of that with one swoosh of the cursor?
Apparently.
No one on this civilized earth who has ever used a font program would not know that, David.
Oh, man. That must be a new tool they added. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I do speak rough English. You know what? My form of English and the way that I do words that you only really use in writing, because who really
69.
uses such a word in speech? I just, you know.
All right. So there we go. That's that one. And now we're going to make one that's pointy. That's right.
I need one to highly punctuate my rawness at you making fun of my pronunciation.
I mean, really, though, that's one I've never heard in my life, though.
Well, now you have.
Now I have.
What are you going to do with it? I just realized what shirt you have on. Nice.
Sorry, that needed a little fixing. It was a little bit too high. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. Flip that. And then get rid of these. They're going to be points on all sides.
Nice.
And I think we need 2 more.
Oh, so instead of ending it in a point, actually do woof woof?
Yeah. So it's just a matter of how do we connect them. Well, I guess we can do this the super lazy way. 763. Oh. So these things don't actually match up at all. Huh?
Well, but if you cut this part out more, they may, because you ended up cutting out what was a swoosh, which was bigger.
Right.
So they shouldn't really line up. I was just oh-mying it, you know, how things were getting added.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, can we delete those safely? Not really.
Oh.
Well.
And yet.
Yeah.
And yet. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. So my thought was I'd love to put a node here just for the purposes of centering.
Oh, bye, Jonathan. Stay grammar.
Bye. I thought was to bring this down.
Ooh. Oh, I'm liking this more and more.
All right. Okay, now we can get rid of that. The only question is, bring it down even more. And then, fix the curves a little bit. Or do you like it up there?
What happens if I like them both?
Then we fix the other one and compare. Too much?
I don't think so, actually. Because it creates sort of a...
I think it's too much.
Come back in by about half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? Go. Why? Why are these coming out?
Oh,
there we go. Sorry. So let's see. Well. Oops. So this is the first one. This is the dramatic swoop.
I actually like the first one, I think. Sorry, the original.
The original.
The bottom.
You got it. That's why you do it. That's why you test. All right. There we go. Well, we got 2 little punctuation marks.
Woohoo!
Probably have to give some more thought to it. All of this stuff will need to be kerned, which I'm probably going to do on my own. I hope nobody's sad about that. But yeah, so I'll do some kerning, clean this up. We can think about maybe adding more punctuation later, produce a version of the font, and put all that up for on Patreon for the conclusion of season 4.
Yay! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That means next week.
Mm-hmm.
The dogs.
Gonna have to fix this. I know.
And we will, patrons, we will get on our schedules and let you know when the patron live stream will be. It's either going to be in 2 days or 9. And we will get on that. And I mean, now that we're wrapping this up, I guess it's up in the air whether we work on this language or work with Kizu for the next patron live stream. So we have some options.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll figure that out and let you know. And until then, stay grammar.
Bye, everybody.